have to also be to be resilient on things. And sabi nga, there's this saying that matutong mamaluktot habang maikli ang kumot. Right? Sorry na lang sa mga konyo dyan.
Sabi ni Charlene, kaming kumot.
Translate.
Can you translate that?
Yeah.
It's easy to curl up when you have a short what? What do you mean?
Short comforter.
Curl up when
Yeah.
blanket is short. So what I mean is that if things are not going your way, you have to
Okay. Good day, everyone. So, welcome back. This is our second episode, I believe, no? And today we're going to have a different topic. But first of all, did you know that 90% of businesses face significant uncertainties every year? No, imagine turning those uncertainties into opportunities. And today, I have gathered a panel of experts to provide you with valuable insights and practical strategies to navigate through these turbulent times. By the end of the session, you'll have the tools to face any obstacle with confidence and resilience. So stay with us and let's turn those challenges into opportunities together. So, again, welcome to everybody on our live session. We have people tuning in on Facebook, on LinkedIn. Hello. So hopefully we'll see your comments there in the chats. And today is about dealing with uncertainties and challenges in business and personal life. I'm Zarina Malyari, energy expert from Solistic Clinic, and joining me are four incredible experts who will share their wisdom and experiences. So first we have Coach Ian Jonaldo, who is the growth marketing and strategy expert from Exceed Growth Marketing and Training Agency. Hello, Coach Ian. Say hello.
hello.
Ayan. Okay. And we have Coach Jojo, who is a sales coach from Compass Training and Development. We also have Coach Topher Lorenzana, productivity guide from Timecraft,
Hello.
and Coach Carlo Martin, the business coach from Ikiguide.
All
Okay, now
right.
you
Good afternoon. Hello.
hello. All right. So, what are we going to talk about? We're going to have to start with defining what we mean by uncertainty and challenges. So, in both businesses and maybe like personal life, understanding these concepts is crucial to addressing them effectively, right, guys? No? So, maybe we can start with Coach Ian. Can you share some insights on common uncertainties in digital marketing and maybe some business strategy landscape?
All right, sure, Cha. So, once again, good afternoon, everyone. So in digital marketing and in business, uncertainties often stem from rapidly changing technologies and shifting market trends and unexpected competition. Personally, I've faced challenges like sudden market changes that required quick adoption. So one key lesson I've learned is the importance of staying flexible and open to new strategies. So, for example, during the pandemic, one of our clients saw a significant drop in in-store sales overnight. So we quickly shifted their focus to e-commerce by enhancing their online presence and optimizing their website for conversions and launching targeted digital advertising campaigns. So this adaptability not only helped them survive but also thrive in the new market environment. So that's it for me.
All right.
Okay. Nabitin ako dun. I thought I wanted to hear more, but yeah. So,
More,
uh,
more, more.
yeah, we want to know
Later,
more.
later.
Yeah, later. What about Coach Jojo? Can you share your perspective on uncertainties in the sales world?
Well, definitely, sales world is a very, very unpredictable world. Yeah. So there are times that you thought you know what your clients want, and apparently you don't. So you kind of assume in terms of they think they got you already, but apparently they don't. So there are a lot of uncertainties in terms of sales, and there are a number of things that can happen. Like there are some instances that you thought you were hitting your quotas already. You go to sleep, and then the following morning you wake up, you were 1,000 pesos short from your targets or quota. So that's how uncertain sales is. So you don't need to just do stuff that are needed, but you need to go beyond what you need to do. That
Yeah. Yes, and I think there's some
Agree, agree.
sometimes there are certain things that don't go as planned, especially when the demands change, no? The customer demands change, or maybe some economic changes happen. So the next day it's a whole different thing, not just budget.
definitely, definitely. There will be
Yes.
needs that, well, last week we talked about needs, right? So
Mm,
those needs can change overnight for our clients and our customers. So we have to be, I would say, a step ahead. You have to know the clients. There's an old adage, Filipino broadcaster saying, "Knowledge is power." So you have to know those things to stay ahead. So it lessens the uncertainties that you'll be facing.
true, true, true. How about
Mhm.
maybe I want to also hear from Topher. Maybe he can share
Mhm.
something in terms of productivity. Are there certain
Um,
things that become a challenge?
well, when I think of productivity, it's always clutter. And clutter is really postponed decisions. So the sooner you make a decision, the better. So siguro in terms of what you can do with making faster decisions is you decide within 20 minutes. If more than that, um, you're making it, you're adding more clutter in your head. And usually, there's a term called the paradox of choice. The more choices you have, the harder it is to experience a happy decision. So I have a maximum of three options. And then if you can't decide, the answer is no. And if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. Actually, kay Mark Mason, he said if it's not an F yes, it's a no. So
Oh, that's good
Yeah.
advice. No?
May
So
F, yes.
yes, it has to be a huge resounding yes. All right. Well, it's not a guessing game for us. No? We know that in business things can be quite volatile. Maybe we can talk about strategies for managing business uncertainties. So maybe Coach Carlo can chime in. What are some
Yeah.
effective strategies no, for business owners to handle certain challenges?
Yep. Yeah. Thank you for that wonderful question, Madam Honor. Hindi. So, uh, yeah, I think for business owners like the people here na dun sa Facebook, I think, and also the leaders, na business leaders, nandyan sila. I think sila Lea, sila Glennis, I think sila Dominic. parang natural for business owners and leaders to be parang risk takers. Kasi nga, as you mentioned, di ba, 90% of, sabi nga, in terms of the data, 90-95% of businesses will not survive in their first 3 to 5 years. No, that's really in terms of statistics, di ba? That's very risky. Meaning, if you put in 1,000 pesos, there's a 90% chance that you're going to lose that 90. No. So, but of course, for a lot of business owners, syempre risk takers talaga. And as mentioned kanina by Topher and the rest, diba, that part of risk mitigation is really knowing or understanding and learning. But unfortunately, it's there's no way to know 100%, no? Whatever we're going to undertake in terms of the market needs, in terms of our services, diba? And I think the greatest challenge for business owners and leaders is that I think we are all resilient. We can manage change. Unfortunately, for a lot of our employees, maybe they can handle, in change or change management. No? Kasi nga, as human beings, we tend to favor definitely certainty. No? Yung information that is really readily available, or there's certainty about the results, diba? And when employees see uncertainty, parang 70% or 70+ % of people will see it as a threat, diba? And when they see it as a threat, then it can cause a lot of stress. And parang in terms of our response, it's, diba, fight or flight response. So I think
fight or flight.
the best way to really manage uncertainty and challenges is really for the business owner to strengthen also his or her change management styles, and of course resilience. So I think we're going to talk about a lot of those things for this
Yes.
session.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
keep
we
them coming,
are.
yung mga questions, no? Yeah.
Yes, hopefully we're getting more people to comment. If you have your own experience about uncertainties and challenges in your own industry, we'd love to see that in the comments so that we can also showcase you and give you some visibility in our live session. But yeah, speaking of business owners, I was speaking to a business owner just yesterday, and he was telling me about maintaining a strong sales pipeline during the times of uncertainty. So definitely, I was thinking about Coach Jojo. What would Coach Jojo say? So maybe we can find out from him. How do you maintain a strong sales pipeline, especially if your team members are people who might not be as updated in terms of how they sell, the tools that they use in selling, or
Yeah.
it might also be considered ano ba, parang aging already, no? So they're not really as
Aging.
yes, aging. Yeah, no, I'm part of the aging ano din. So, but we want to find out those things because some people feel like they're getting left behind, right? With all
Agree.
these things happening, there's more technology. There's also more creative ways that people are selling. So, is
Yep.
there a way to kind of keep up in
Well,
sales?
number one, in terms of the sales pipeline that you mentioned a while ago, we also have to accept the fact that sometimes a certain customer would give you the sales, and then the following month it will not. It will not. And then, so you have to have a pipeline of your accounts or your customers, because not everyone will be generating sales on a regular basis or a monthly basis. So sometimes one customer would do it, the other customer will not. So the main thing is, at the end of the day, you get to generate the sales there. So I think the best thing to do in terms of generating your sales pipeline is just be there. Just be there with your customers, regardless if they are producing for you or not, and especially during the times that they're not producing for you. Be there, be there, because they will always remember you. I think, like what I've said a number of times, sales is, they call it sales process, but it's actually a relationship. You have to develop and keep the relationships with your clients over and over again by just being there. The second part, I think, is how do you get updated? There are a number of ways. Number one, attend workshops, attend Facebook Live sessions. Okay, so attend workshops, attend webinars, and read books. Read books, and most of all, I think very very valuable is connect with a mentor. A mentor who has been there, has experienced the process, and the experience of the mentor would be very, very helpful for you, especially on the difficult times wherein sales are not coming in as often as you like. So that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very useful.
Agree, agree.
I hope the person I was talking to is listening in right now because this was really like a long conversation we had. And I was also thinking maybe we can find out in terms of growth strategy, are there certain growth strategies? Maybe we can hear from Coach Ian also about advice he can give for people who are
Oh,
stuck, basically. Diba?
oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry. So, um, usually when people get stuck, it's because they are not experimenting, especially with what's happening with the market right now. That a lot of things are changing. Like currently, trends like AI in marketing or in business, or the increasing importance of video content and the growth of social commerce, they are really pivotal. But businesses that I see that are stuck, it's because they are not open to these changes. They think that what got them here will get them there. But the market is saying that it's not true. You have to be flexible and you have to stay ahead of trends. Your businesses should regularly monitor industry developments because if you are not um, keeping in touch with what's happening in the reality and you're just staying in the past, you will really be disrupted. Like, for example, what happened to Kodak. I don't know if the younger generation still recognize that brand, but Kodak, they are the ones who actually have um, the digital camera. They are the ones who developed. They have developed digital camera, but they did not market it. It's because they think that it's like they have the greatest share in terms of the film, so they don't want to lose that, and so they just okay, this technology will not generate sales for us, so they just leave it there, and then it became like the new trend. And also, like for example, Nokia, it also happened to them. They did not um, get on the trend and really think of what's happening in the market, so that's why they get disrupted. So businesses should be flexible, and um, they can do this by allocating a portion of their budget for experimental marketing.
Yep.
So maintaining a flexible team structure that can pivot quickly and stay informed through continuous learning and networking. Sabi nga ni Coach Jojo, you have to join like Facebook Live or webinars and listen to what people are going to say. Especially right now that even if you're established in your industry, it doesn't mean that you will be the one that will stay on top always. A lot of newcomers will disrupt you. So you have to always be mindful of what's happening around.
Yes, that is
Nice.
so true. Agree, agree. No,
I want to
Yeah.
add to that, to the
go
aging,
ahead.
uncertainty.
Yes.
I think uncertainty is a cue. It's a signal. Not you transition from I don't know how to I don't know how yet. Parang you're transitioning from the imposter syndrome, thinking na, "Hmm, one of these days they're gonna find out that I don't really know," to the growth mindset that I'm figuring things out and I want to learn. And I think the highest form of confidence is believing in your ability to learn. So, however
Yeah.
old you are, young or
Yeah.
old, I think
Yeah.
learning is still there, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Syempre, young tayo. We're on the young side.
we're
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the
Yeah. It's like Gen Z. tsaka millennial.
Learning mindset, no? And I guess
Yeah. Growth
getting ahead of
mindset.
the
Yeah.
curve. And I think one of the things that Coach Ian also mentioned was using I guess creative marketing strategies. You don't want to
Yeah.
be the best kept secret, right? No, you have to kind of get
Yeah,
the word
is
out
correct.
there. No,
Yeah.
so you
Correct.
have to figure out ways that to get you in front of the right audience if you're getting stuck. Okay, so what
Yeah.
about in terms of productivity standpoint? No, what can
Mhm.
business owners do, Coach Topher, to
That's my cue.
manage? Yes, that's your cue to manage
I'm
these
a
uncertain
I'm a
activities
fan. I'm a
effectively.
fan
Yeah.
of time blocking. So
Okay.
when it comes to uncertainty, decision making is the key. Like I said earlier, so time blocking takes out all of those decisions out of the question. Like, what am I going to do now? Is it time to take a break, or is it time to check my email? But if you assign your time every minute a job, then it's just actually no more questions, no more decisions, just execution. So if you could do a time blocking is basically putting every hour, every minute something. And it's just, and it can change within the day, but at least you've assigned to it. You assign time a job. Otherwise, it'll assign you a job.
Yeah.
So I think that's key when it comes to time
Wow.
blocking and decision
That's
making.
so
Yes,
true.
Agree,
So
absolutely.
agree.
true.
No,
I want
so
to add to that.
yeah. Oh yes, go ahead, Coach Ian.
Yeah, with the time blocking, I also want to add, like, if you can decrease the most like micro decisions that you need to make every day, so that you can
Mm.
focus on big decisions that will move the needle, it will really give you um, more certain flow of how your day will look like or how your week, and also it will give you more time. Like for example, what to wear, right? Those micro decisions will stress you out. What to wear, what to eat, where to go, all of those
Yeah.
things. If you can eliminate all of that and focus the energy to your business and decisions that really move the needle forward, it will really be helpful for you. There was a time when my clothes are the same. I have 7 pairs of jeans and
Yeah,
Para
me too.
ano,
pants,
Mark
I
Steve
but
Zuckerberg.
Jobs.
I
Ba yan,
don't.
Pops?
Black or
Yeah,
Steve
gray.
I can't.
Jobs?
I
I don't think I can do
yeah
that.
yeah I was reflecting. Parang there come to a point na other people are looking at me. Parang di ba to nagbibihis?
Yeah, but it
Because
helps.
I have like,
It helps,
but
diba?
it helps. Yes, yes, it
Yeah, it
helps.
helps.
So ngayon, instead of like the same, parang I have like mix and match, but I know what to wear in like the certain days. Here's what I'm gonna wear. Hindi lang siya pabalik-balik, but I eliminated those
Mm,
decisions. And of course, what to eat. So
yeah.
you usually meal prep during the weekend para alam mo na kung yung kakainin mo. So that during the week, you'll focus on your energy in deciding on things that will really make you more productive.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. No, and
Yeah.
you mentioned a lot about productivity and energy, no? And from an energy
Yes.
standpoint or perspective, it's really important to stay grounded and focused. Where your thought goes, energy flows. So you need to figure out how you're going to use your energy so you're not going to be scattered. Because you really want to be able to have the clarity of mind, the stability of your emotions, so you're not going to be rattled when you're encountering challenges also, and you have composure. No, you're not freaking out at every certain hurdle that you're facing, and you can make better decisions also when you're more sane and you're more
Correct.
relaxed and you're not rattled at everything that you're encountering. So we're seeing some comments here, no, and we have someone saying, we have Gilbert Espiritu saying earlier that as a business owner, you have to prepare for the VUCA world. I
Oh, the
learned this
buka.
Buka.
Yeah.
I learned
Yeah.
this from Coach
Volatility.
Carlo.
Yeah.
Sige nga, ano
Yeah.
yung
During
VUCA?
the pandemic, di ba, we had the session
Yes.
na
What is
volatility,
VUCA world again? Sige nga.
volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So parang maging popular. The term was very popular during the
Pandemic.
COVID-19. pandemic. Yeah. So
Yeah,
really, it's new to everyone. Kasi the last one was Spanish flu, di ba? So I think lahat ng mga business owners at that time, syempre, weren't able to experience those. Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
So, and
So
also
thank
I
you.
think and we mentioned niya about yeah,
Yes, you
people
mentioned
get
about
stuck
feeling
about
to
because
failed
they
innovation
failed to
to
innovate. I think
innovate.
ito yung kay
I
Coach
think it's a
Carlo
comment
kanina.
kay
Ay,
ano,
Coach
Coach Ian,
Ian.
Coach Ian yan.
Yes, Coach
Coach
Ian.
Ian.
So,
Yep, yep.
and we also have Eugenie Ramirez. She said that Ikigai and one of those Japanese concepts. So, focus on one task for 25 minutes, then rest. So, definitely, I
Pomodoro.
think Coach Carlo
Pomodoro.
will.
Correct.
So,
Yes,
Pomodoro.
Pomodoro.
Correct. Correct.
Pomodoro.
Yung Ikigai and one of the Japanese concepts daw. So, I guess it's a whole parang hodgepodge of the, top tips that you can,
Mm.
use and gather for yourself, right? So, pag Ikigai naman talaga, you really have to know your passion, where your passion meets your
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
'Di ba, Coach Carlo? Kasi nga, ikaw ang
Yeah.
ating
Correct.
Ikigai, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's
So
very,
yeah.
yeah, it is
Mhm.
inspiring. Okay. Well, thank you for the comments, guys. I hope hopefully we'll get more comments from everybody tuning in live. I'm seeing a lot of hearts popping out of our our live
Yeah.
sessions. But
Yes.
we're going to
Keep them
now
coming,
shift.
guys.
Yes, we're gonna shift now into the focus on personal life challenges. So,
Hello.
um,
Ayan na.
oh, personal na to. So medyo
Ano
over
maalala
na.
mo kaya ganyan?
Yeah. And
Here
I
we
just want
go.
to say 30 minutes is passing by so quick again. We might
Grabe.
extend this a
Oh,
little bit just for those who requested. Actually, last week they were requesting to make this 1 hour. But of course, we would like you to probably stick with us maybe up to like 40-45 minutes. No?
yeah.
We won't be extending all the way to an hour, but we will try to extend 40 to 45 minutes. No? So at the moment, it's at 6:25 Manila time. And just hoping that you're still with us after we end this live stream. But in the meantime, like I said, we're shifting to personal life challenges. I'm going to ask, I'm gonna wait. Maybe any of you guys can raise your hand or just say who wants to interject. How are we impacted in your perspective in your industry? For example, how in terms of like sales, how are you impacted with uncertainty, and how do you kind of maintain balance personally? Like, what's your mga tips or go-to hacks in life?
Hmm.
Who would
I'll
like to
start.
go
Age.
first?
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Beauty first before age. Go, Coach
Oh,
Topher.
okay, Zach. Zach yun.
So ako yun, ganun do. No, let's go with Coach Topher. I think he has something to share now about productivity. And then we can go with Coach Jojo, and then maybe Coach Carlo and Coach Ian can chime in later.
Sure. Go.
Well, when I'm uncertain, when I'm facing a challenge, when I feel like procrastinating, when I feel anxious, I take a walk. I take a stroll instead of scrolling. So parang, di ba, they say scrolling is the new smoking. So
Yeah.
strolling is a solution, an age-old solution for facing things. And most of the time when I walk, I talk to myself. So, and what I realized personally is how I talk to myself creates a huge impact on how I also talk to other people. And I think it's more important what you tell yourself than what you tell
Yeah.
other people. So that's a solution for me for
It's
any
true.
challenge. It's
Mm-mm.
walking and
That's true.
talking and being kind to yourself.
Oh,
There.
that's really good
Um,
advice, no? So stroll instead of
scroll
scroll.
instead of
Scroll.
scroll.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're gonna coin that. Let's make that into a shirt. And also self-talk, no? Kindness in self-talk. Because your cells and your body is listening, your energy is also responding actually. No? Good
True.
advice. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
How
you.
about Coach Jojo?
Ako yung keep the end in mind. That's the first one. First, you have to have a goal, di ba? So, you
Yep.
need to have a goal and you need to want that goal. Maybe in business and personal life, you want to have a goal and want it. So, I mean, it keeps you saying that even if there will be struggles, there will be shortcuts, there will be long cuts, there will be difficult roads that you're gonna go through. Just as long as you have your goal up front, it will guide you to move forward. And on a personal note, I saw that with my eldest daughter. She wanted to go accountancy, but there were a lot of things on her in her way. But she was very, very focused on what she wanted to happen. And she was able to do it. So shout out to my eldest daughter. And then the next one is during uncertainties, try to find the silver lining on whatever happens because there will always be a silver lining. Regardless how bad the situation is, there will always be one good thing that happens there. And when you find that one good thing, celebrate the small wins.
Yun.
Because when you celebrate
Yeah,
the small wins, that would take you one step ahead. And before you know it, you're way, way ahead into your journey of getting to your goal. So that's it on my end.
nice.
Wow, that sounds like a
Wow.
title of a book that you could be writing right now. So
Galing,
those
galing.
are fantastic advice, no?
The
No, but
sales dad.
yes, the sales dad. Advice from your sales dad, Coach Jojo. So we'll be waiting for that future book of yours on trying to find the silver lining and celebrating the small wins,
Mhm.
diba? Fantastic.
Yep.
Okay, so what about Coach Carlo? What would
Yeah.
you like to share with us?
Yeah, in terms of resilience and siguro personal din. So, I think I'm so grateful again with our group, our business group, and of course our chapter because in terms of being resilient, I think in terms of the research na talagang um, we are the average of the five people, as they say, diba, that we spend our most time with. And so if you spend your time with people who are resilient, then definitely um, you'll also adapt, no, emotional contagion. So I'm so grateful also with mentors, diba? So and probably some of the mentors that I had really adapt some of their sort of their challenges, 'di ba, in terms of their business. And so yun yung pinaghugutan ko in terms when we dealt definitely during the COVID pandemic. And I think a lot of ano no Japanese principles, andiyan si si Kana Evangelista, our favorite Japanese with the Filipino heart, sabi daw hello coaches. And so ayun, so part is really discovering your who, your why, your ikigai, 'di ba? Yeah, the passion, and then profession, and of course how can we solve problems. And so when we solve problems for others, then we forget our own problems. And so when we do that, I think we tend to sort of process that things are happening for us and not to us, no? So ayan, diba? Tony Robbins yan eh, diba?
Yes,
So
Tony
we have
Robbins.
to we have to, 'di ba? We have to understand that we are a creator of, 'di ba? Our destiny, uh, our goals, 'di ba? And if you believe in higher power, 'di ba? It can give you that awesome experience that these
Yes.
problems are happening for us, no? And I really always say that problems are gifts nga lang wrapped in shattered glass. And so sometimes we we tend to ignore the problems, but the magic and of course the things that we are we're looking for ourselves and of course for our businesses, we can discover that, no, sabi nga ni Coach Jojo, silver lining. And so we don't accept the gift and we don't learn from this challenges, then difficult for us to level up. And so syempre to be able to solve more quality problems, solve the problems of the world, we have to solve the little problems that we have so that we can progress and scale our business. And thank you. Sabi nga ng Miss Universe.
Nice.
Amazing. That sounds
Teka
like
lang.
part two of your book,
Yeah,
Emotion.
yeah, tama.
Yes, right. No, so I love what you said about problems or gifts wrapped in shattered glass because
Yeah.
I
Yes.
also like to always tell people asking advice about dealing with challenges or uncertainty. na there's no problems, only lessons to be learned, right? So
Yeah.
we really always have to keep asking, what is the lesson that I need to be learning? No? So what about Coach Ian? Coach Ian, what can you say?
Okay, so since all of them shared about like uncertainties in personal sense, I'd like to ano naman on the business sense. No. So as a growth strategist kasi, I often see most of our clients that they don't know what happened, why their business is not growing or why this particular tactic is not working for them. Uncertainty often stems from lack of clear strategy, which can lead to misaligned goals and inefficiencies. So sabi nga ni Coach Jojo, no, begin with the end in mind. So you have to know what your goals are. And then after that, you then create a strategy on how to achieve that goal. And so in that strategy, there should be a step-by-step plan on how you're going to get there. And you should measure your progress. Dapat meron kang KPI. So that you will know. Usually kasi if we're not measuring things, we can't optimize it. And that's where we become uncertain on things, what things are, why things are happening this or that. So you have to be measuring things that is related to your growth goals, and you will know, oh, it's not working. So what can we do? Why it's not working? Because you're measuring it. So now, even if things are not really going your way, you know what's happening behind because you have a plan and you're sticking to it and you're measuring how your plan is going. So you have to have clear strategy and step-by-step plan and you measure your progress. So that's how you can handle uncertainty. In the personal sense, this is like a very medyo ano siya, medyo mahirap kasi nga 'di ba?
Here you
No
go.
matter how we plan our lives, things happen. Same as in business, right? Things happen that we can't measure. So we can prepare so much. Sabi nga ni Mike Tyson, 'di ba?
Until you are
Your
Oh,
plan is only as good
punched in the face.
yeah, until you get punched in the face,
Punched in the face,
di
yeah.
ba? So you have to be adaptable as well. You have to embrace that uncertainty is part of no matter how good your planning are, how good you have to be adaptable. You have to also be to be resilient on things. And sabi nga there's this saying that matutong mamaluktot habang maikli ang kumot, right? Sorry na lang sa mga konyo dyan.
Sabi ni
Medyo
Charlene,
iba.
wala
uh,
kaming kumot.
translate.
Can you translate that?
It's
Yeah.
it's easy to
So,
curl up when you have a short what? What do you mean?
Short comforter.
curl up when
Yeah.
the blanket is short. So what we mean is that if things are not going your way, you have to understand that there's always hope at the end of the
Oh,
tunnel.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Because
Yeah.
sometimes when things are uncertain for us, we lose hope. What's happening? Right. So there's always
Mhm.
hope at the end of the tunnel, and if you can find that hope within yourself or within your immediate family, sabi ni Coach Jojo, have a mentor, go out there, especially right now where it's easy to connect with other people through you
True.
can just message someone. So if you are in the vulnerable times, those are the times that you should um, be connected with people that are that have been there, and that's who mentor can really help, or people that will just be there to listen to you. Like
Yeah.
the act of listening. Na
Definitely.
hey, I'm going through with this right now, and if somebody is listening, to parang na your burden is a little bit eased because there's somebody who listen to you, and then after that, tomorrow, there's always another chance for you to like go there and become better. So That's for the person. Did it make sense, ba?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
it makes
Of
perfect
course,
sense.
yes, very
Yeah.
much.
I
Right.
think
I
that's
want to add
Right.
to it
Okay.
nga that
yeah.
what you know when you're actually uncertain, when you're the one in trouble. Actually, we're here to save others, not ourselves. So it actually helps more if you try to help, and then it in effect the giver's gain effect nga of
Givers gain. True,
Yes. Yes. Agree.
Mm.
Agree.
true,
Ito, may
true.
Amazing advice. Okay. So, uh,
unsolicited.
no, but it's really good. No? I think a lot of our viewers are also going to be able to use all the advice that you've shared,
yeah.
coming from your different perspectives, no, in handling uncertainty and challenges. And definitely, there are certain tools that they can use. Right. I'm sure you have your go-tos that they can also try to check out. I'm not sure. Maybe Coach Topher can share about specific tools. I don't know if the other coaches have their favorite
Siguro,
tools.
yeah, my favorite, siguro okay lang kasi
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think si Coach Ian mentioned yung goals and ano. So, I always share yung tool that it was shared by Mr. Ray Dalio. Siyempre, we want to learn from the best, di ba? One of the best hedge fund managers in the world, no? Managing about $160 billion, di ba? So, siyempre, we want to learn from the best, di ba? Sabi ni Judith, no? Welcome pala. And tuning in from New York. Sabi ni Judith, nandyan siya. New York, Cubao. But anyway, yun. Yun nga, yung scaling up, di ba? Yung ganon, na curve, di ba? Yung goal.
Yep.
And then you'll definitely encounter problems and then you'll diagnose the problem and then you're going to re-strategize and then you'll do it again. Keep on doing and doing. And so, I think for a lot of people who are scaling up, they respond to problems differently because a lot of
Yeah.
people when they respond to problems they respond based on blaming or making excuses or I cannot do anything about it, no? But for those like Mr. Ray Dalio who was bankrupt not 1980s but now is one of the top hedge fund, talagang he used those problems, he used those experiences to re-strategize and come up with better solutions to problems. And so,
Yeah.
yun, yung blind spots, yung mga ganyan. So, I think that's the tool, no? Yung scaling
Mm,
up na tool
yeah.
Oh,
is really
never a
very,
straight line,
very
di ba,
crucial.
coach?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Never a
Yeah.
straight line.
Yeah, adding to that principles concept of Ray Dalio, it's really a great book in principles. And
Mm,
I think a tool that you were asking earlier is
yeah.
having a simple document like a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word document of your principles, your values, your code. And if you're deciding on something, the best solution is, are you aligned with that value that you wrote down? Are you aligned with what values are you optimizing when you decide? And decide fast, and not deciding is really, it's just an excuse for
Excuse.
inaction. So rarely can we learn to do well with what we hope to do until we actually begin to do it.
Wow. Love that. No, how
Lalim.
about Coach Jojo and Coach Ian? Maybe you can quickly share like your favorite tool or app, I don't know, that you like to use before we wrap up.
Yeah. Ako,
Sige.
quick na lang
Okay,
on
go
this
Coach
one.
Jojo.
Sorry. So I'll go first, Coach Ian. So quick na
Go,
lang
go.
for me sharing again. So a lot of people who know me, I do this. I was talking about goals kanina, knowing what you want.
Mhm.
There's an audiobook or a book that's called The Secret. If people can go through that, you have to visualize what you want, not just stating it, not just writing it, visualize it. um, I mean, do a vision board if you like, a simple vision board, and then print it out. It's gonna be old school advice again, right? So I'm not a
Mm,
techie guy, but print it out. Don't keep it in your laptop. Don't keep it as a hidden file on your laptop. Print it
yes.
out. Put it as your screensaver, maybe. So, but
Mhm.
the point is, it's your vision board. You have to see it every day. You have to remind yourself every day of what you want to happen. And I tell you, you will make decisions subconsciously or unconsciously that would lead you to that particular goal. So that's the
Yes.
first one. Vision board for me.
Vision board.
Back,
Okay.
go to you, Coach Ian.
Okay, so for me naman, uh, if during particularly busy periods, no, I use Trello to break down projects into manageable tasks. So it's really, really helpful. I know someone who managed his life using Trello, just to do, doing, and done. Even the grocery, the planning for his family, it's in it's planned through Trello, so it's very, very useful so that you will know what to do, when to do it, what are you doing right now, and what you need to do. And of course, Google Calendar to manage your schedule so that you will not be double booking and you know how your time will be spent. So those
Yes.
are the two tools
Kung
for me.
kung
Okay.
Trello expert andito 'yan, si Miss Rina Malyari. Siya ba 'yung sinasabi mo?
I use Trello, but I also use apps like Notion. I think one of the things that people deal with a lot when they're dealing with uncertainty and challenges is stress. No, so when you're stressed, coming from an energy healing standpoint, no, you really have to learn techniques like proper breathing, right? Meditation is so useful as well, especially when you're encountering panic attacks or anxiety. You have to kind of educate yourself how you're going to manage stress moments or stressful moments. And like you said, it's different for everybody talaga, so you kind of have to try out certain platforms or exercises that can help you kind of just get through the moment, actually, no. And even as simple as identifying your emotion and what is that emotion trying to teach you. I think that's so powerful already. Speaking from own experience and maybe also from my patients, no, when they are asking about, oh, how am I going to deal with certain things like this? No? So, yeah, those are, a lot of the things that we use. And, you know, as much as we really want to push this to 10 more minutes, we're gonna have to really wrap up. And we really
Yeah.
covered a lot of ground, no, again. And I think our viewers are able to get a lot of advice, and hopefully we can see more of their comments even after the live session. But maybe we can get final word from each of you coaches before we go. Let's keep it short
Mhm.
and simple. Kiss.
Okay, I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, make mistakes because at least some decisions are made along the way. And if you only play to our strengths, no challenges, we might never overcome our weaknesses. So our biggest challenges are our greatest opportunities for growth. That's from me.
Love
Nice.
that. Sige, who's next?
Mhm.
Coach Carlo,
For me,
sige, go.
siguro ano lang, siguro gratitude. I think that's the it's it's impossible to feel anxiety and be grateful at the same time. So I think still priming ourselves with gratitude, attitude of gratitude. Yeah, it's for me.
Mhm. Let's hear from Coach Jojo and then Coach Ian.
Um, yeah, I guess for me, it's like accepting that there will be difficult times ahead. So you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? So, and then you have to do whatever you can. And then once you're done with whatever thing you can do, live it up to a higher power, you'll be fine.
Nice.
That's it.
Yes. Coach Ian.
So for me, in the business standpoint, strategize, use the right tools, measure things, and stay flexible. And of course, don't forget to allocate resources for experimentation, keep your team adaptable, and monitor industry trends closely. Guys, you've got this.
Huh?
Got
Diba?
it.
Encouraging
You
words.
got this.
Serena.
Fantastic. Yeah,
You've
like
got
How
me.
about
okay,
you,
so
Jack?
for me, actually, I just want to remind everybody you're more than your thoughts, your emotions. You're more than your physical
Mm,
body, and you're more than the
yes.
problems that you're encountering now. right? And you have to just keep yourself aligned and just be hyper aware about where you are, what you're doing, what is your goal, and just really surround yourself with people who can support you and get you to where you need to go. And you don't have to do everything all the time or
Yeah.
immediately now already.
No.
You can, give it a little bit more time. Now, there's no deadline. It's just probably you giving yourself a deadline. So,
Yeah.
so
True.
Tama.
yeah, just
True.
take it easy
So,
and learn to
mm,
relax. That is the most
yeah.
important. Relax and rest. No? So
Nice.
anyway, thank you everybody now for joining us today. And don't forget to all our viewers to like and subscribe to our Facebook pages. We have Solistic Clinic and Exceed Growth, and you can stay updated as well. We have here flashed, I think, down below over there. If you can visit https double slash exceedgrowth.com and then live dash event. So this is for you to stay updated with the next live session and upcoming webinars that we're going to be having. So next Wednesday at 6 p.m., we have another live session with a different topic. And hopefully we'll see you there again. And also, we will be having two webinars, one in July and another one in August. So hopefully we'll see you there because I know a lot of people are requesting
Yes.
now for an hour. There, you'll get it
Intensive, yeah.
in that kind of setting, right? So let's stay connected and just stay informed, and we'll see you next week. And stay stay safe, everybody, and hopefully no more challenges or uncertainties this week. And we wish everybody a great day. So thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
You got this. Bye, everyone.
Good.
You got this.